Have you ever thought about what would happen if you fully committed for just 30 days? Not a year, not a lifetime. Just 30 days. 30 days of focus. 30 days of discipline. 30 days with a winning mindset. Napoleon Hill, the author of Think and Grow Rich, believed in a powerful truth. Lasting transformation begins with a short cycle of focus, a 30-day cycle, a period of intense self-control that has the power to change the direction of your entire life. If you're tired of starting and stopping, if you made promises to yourself and broken them, if you keep seeing others succeed while you remain stuck, this video is for you. Today, I'm going to show you how the magic of 30 days can change your mindset, your habits, and your future by using the same principles that help ordinary men become millionaires, leaders, inventors, and visionaries. Before we begin, make sure to click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. What habits are you ready to transform in the next 30 days? Stay with me until the end. You'll leave with a clear, simple, quiet, and life-transforming plan. Should I continue with Chapter 2, Context Napoleon Hill, and the 30-day transformation cycle? Napoleon Hill spent over 20 years studying the world's most successful men. He met Andrew Carnegie, Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, and dozens of others who built fortunes from nothing. And what he discovered wasn't a matter of luck, education, or even talent. It was a matter of mindset. It was a belief reinforced by repetition. He'll learn that success begins in the mind, but becomes real through daily action, repeated action, intentional repetition over time. And he gave us something powerful, a framework, not an abstract philosophy, but a tool, a 30-day cycle to anchor a new belief, to create a new identity, to train your brain for wealth, success, and discipline. Why 30 days? Because it's the minimum time needed to surpass your old story, to overcome resistance, to install a new pattern so deeply that it becomes automatic. You don't need to change your entire life all at once. This is what holds most men back. Hill's genius lay in his understanding that great goals are born from small, constant movements. A repeated thought becomes a belief. A repeated belief becomes a habit. And a habit maintained for over 30 days, it becomes your new reality. Chapter 3, The Problem. Why do most men never change their lives? Let me tell you something that most people will never admit. It's not that change is impossible. It's not that you don't have potential. The real problem is that most men don't stick with a habit long enough for it to bear fruit. We want immediate results. We want the perfect body after one workout, money after one investment, inner peace after one meditation. But it doesn't work that way. Not in the real world. Most men give up on day 3, day 7, maybe day 10 if they're lucky. Why? Because they are still under the influence of their old identity, the version of themselves addicted to comfort zones, fear, and distraction. And that's exactly what Napoleon Hill reminded us of. He said, "Your only limitation is the one you set in your own mind." And the truth is, most men are prisoners of their own mental patterns. They repeated failure so many times that it feels like death. But it's not death, it's the program. And the program can be changed. You don't need a new life. You need 30 days of unwavering focus. But first, you need to face the truth. Nothing will change unless you change yourself. The tension is building. Chapter 4, The Tension Builds. What happens when you repeat a habit for 30 days? Let me be honest with you. The first days are easy. You're motivated. You're excited. You feel powerful. Just at the beginning. But then the voice shows up. You know the one that whispers, "You're tired. This is too hard. One day doesn't matter. You'll start next week." That voice, it's not you. It's the old version of you. The mental program trying to survive. And here's what most people don't realize. Around the 6th, 10th, or 14th day, the battle intensifies. Not because you're weak, but because you're winning. When you commit to following a habit for 30 days, you're not just changing your schedule. You're threatening your identity. Your brain defends itself. Your body resists. The old patterns demand your attention. But if you push through this resistance, something amazing happens. You start feeling different. You start waking up earlier. You think more clearly. You walk with more confidence. And that habit that seemed crazy at first starts to feel like a lifeline. By day 20, you no longer fear the old version of yourself. By day 25, it's no longer about discipline. It's about alignment. By day 30, you've built something rare, self-respect. And that's priceless. Because when you keep your word to yourself for 30 days, you become unstoppable. Not because the habit is perfect, but because you become the kind of man who finishes what he starts. And that changes everything. Chapter 5, The Point of No Return. Hill's formula for reprogramming your mind, Napoleon. Hill didn't just talk about the mind. He gave us a method. It starts with a clear desire, not a vague wish, a defined goal, a major definite purpose, as he called it, something you can name, measure, and pursue with every fiber of your being. Then comes auto-suggestion, one of the most misunderstood tools of success. It's not just repeating affirmations in front of a mirror. It's feeding your mind every day with a new identity, a new standard, a new truth. Here's how he'll phrase it. First, define exactly what you want. Secondly, write it in the present tense, as if it's already real. Thirdly, repeat it aloud every morning and every evening. And finally, reinforce it with constant and targeted action. This is where the 30 days come into play. Every time you show up for this new habit, you strengthen the identity you're creating. And every time you state your desire out loud, you embed it deeper into your subconscious. Hill believed that this repetition, combined with emotion, strengthens your reality. Because here's the truth. Your brain doesn't care about what's real. It only believes what you feed it constantly, emotionally, and repeatedly. Imagine it. 30 days of waking up with a clear purpose. 30 days of proclaiming your new life as a reality. 30 days of actions aligned with the man you want to become. This isn't just a habit. It's a transformation. And the best part? You don't need permission from anyone. You don't need any approval. You only need the courage to start and the discipline to stay in the game. Chapter 6. The climax. The silent transformation that leads to victory. Something strange happens around day 21. You stop caring about what others think. You stop checking if anyone notices your progress. You stop explaining your journey to those who don't understand. Because at this point, something has changed. You no longer need to chase results. You live in alignment. You no longer need motivation. You've built momentum. You no longer need applause because you've earned your own respect. And that, my friend, is the most powerful transformation a man can experience. Napoleon Hill wrote that faith is the starting point of all wealth accumulation. But faith isn't just a belief in the invisible. True faith is earned through evidence. And what's the best proof of faith? Action, repetition, consistency, when no one is watching. Most men never reach this point. They give up just before the breakthrough. But if you hold on today, if you make it through day 20, day 30, in silence, in the dark, something awakens. You walk differently. You think faster. You say no to distractions without fear. You start protecting your energy, your time, your values. You become selective, focused, grounded. You realize that success doesn't shout. It listens. It's not loud. It's disciplined. It's built in silence. And when others notice, it's already too late to stop you because you didn't change your life in 30 days. You change yourself. And once you become a different man, the world has no choice but to respond to you differently. That's the real reward. Not money, not praise, but the silent certainty that you are no longer who you were. You've proven it, not to them, to yourself. Chapter 7, Unexpected Ending. Immense wealth in 30 days. When you hear the word wealth, your mind probably thinks of numbers, purchases, maybe even a luxury car or a beachfront house. But let me tell you something that Napoleon Hill understood long before most people. True wealth is invisible. It's the confidence to walk into any room without feeling small. It's the clarity to know what you want and say no to everything else. It's the discipline to do what you said you'd do, even when no one is watching. These are the riches that no one can steal from you. And that's exactly what 30 days of intentional living can trigger. You don't need to wait for a miracle. You don't need a lottery ticket or a rich uncle. What you need is proof. And every day you show up for yourself, it's proof. Proof that you're no longer the man you were. Proof that you can be confident. Proof that you're building something solid. And here's the truth when you build this kind of wealth. Money comes. Respect comes. Opportunities come. Because success isn't something you chase. It's something you attract by becoming the kind of man who deserves it. So, if you've ever felt like life was slipping away from you, if you've ever doubted your potential, try this. Pick one habit. Commit to it for 30 days. Follow through. Talk about it. Earn it. You'll be amazed at what awaits you on the other side of your excuses. Chapter 8. Legal disclaimer: this video is for educational and motivational purposes only. It does not constitute financial, medical, or psychological advice. Always consult a qualified professional before making major changes in your life. Your results may vary based on your commitment, consistency, and personal circumstances. Remember, you are fully responsible for your actions and outcomes. Thank you for your attention.